Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and this time around I'm doing Richard Marx, and the song is called Hazard. So we've done a couple with Richard Marx, one with John Farnham, one on his own, uh, and now we're doing another one. So there will be a playlist for Richard Marx down below, as there is for John Farnham and many others, so you can check those out. Don't forget to subscribe, just click that little button below if you don't mind. Like the video if you do, and hit the notification bell because that helps to get notified when I put up some new videos, usually about 2 a day. All right, let's have a listen to Richard Marx. Richard wrote the lyrics, so we'll have a look at the lyrics afterward, and let's have a listen. Hazard, city limits, bull rushes, little barber job,
My mother came to hazard when I was just 7. Even then, the folks in town said with prejudiced eyes, that boy's not right. 3 years ago, when I came to know Mary, first time that someone looked beyond the rumors and the lies and saw the man inside. We used to walk down by the river. She loved to watch the sun go down. We used to walk along the river and dream our way out of this town.
yeah, nice voice. We're getting some clues from the lyrics and obviously clues from the video as well, what's going on, but we'll talk about the lyrics separately later. Yeah, it's a good video, well produced. We know Richard has a great voice. Yeah.
And dream our way out of this town. No one understood what I felt for Mary. No one cared until the night she went out walking all alone and never came home. Man with a badge came knocking next morning. Here was I surrounded by 1,000 fingers suddenly pointed right at me. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. Think about my life gone by, how it's done me wrong. There's no escape for me this time. All of my rescues are gone, long gone.
Answer the question.
I didn't date her.
You didn't date her?
She made you jealous, didn't she?
All righty, Sheriff. What's the point?
This is the point. You recognize this? How did you tie this around Miss Mary's neck?
I swear I left her by the river.
Everyone thinks I should be afraid of you, but I'm not.
Okay. Make sure we got to the end there. Yeah, a good storytelling video, I think. A couple of points there where you got to really hear his voice, and it was good. I can't. I'll never find the right spot here to stop. But at any rate, let's have a look. And of course, we got the mean cops. Um, but we'll talk about the lyrics in a minute. So I think we'll cover the story when we have a quick look at the lyrics. I don't think we need to look at them for too long because it seemed fairly straightforward, but I wasn't sure how it would come through on the video. So let's have a look at the lyrics now. Did he do it or didn't he? We'll never know, I guess. But Hazard by Richard Marx, written by Richard Marx. My mother came to Hazard when I was just 7. Even then, the folks in town said with prejudiced eyes, that boy's not right. 3 years ago, when I came to know Mary, first time that someone looked beyond the rumors and the lies and saw the man inside. So sometimes I'm assuming Hazard is a fictional small town. Maybe it's a real town somewhere, I don't know. But um, moving into a small town, sometimes you're not welcome or your family's not welcome or they look at you with prejudiced eyes or jaundiced eyes. They don't trust outsiders, so to speak. Even today that can happen somewhat. Yeah, I mean, I've never run into any issues like that, but I have had when traveling through a small town. You walk into a certain place where everybody knows everybody, and all of a sudden everything goes quiet because like you're the one person out of that location. Yeah, they don't know who you are. We used to walk down by the river. She loved to watch the sun go down. We used to walk along the river and dream our way out of this town. So wanting to escape this small town, maybe this uh, I don't want to pick on small towns because I think that there's some excellent small towns. There's some excellent cities as well. People sometimes want to pick on cities and say they're horrible death traps and all the crime. And in the meantime, you can be out in the country and there's tons of crime. And in the small town, there's tons of crime. And then there can be good ones. So it's not really the size of the town that makes the difference, I don't think. Sometimes people say, "Oh, everybody knows everybody here." I would be running the other way because I'm not sure everyone knowing everyone is such a great thing, in my opinion. But for some people, that's comforting thought. For me, it's a bit cringy. But everyone's nose is in your business. I've lived there, and not that I was ever accused of murder or anything as serious as that. But sometimes it's a bit challenging dealing with everybody talking about everyone else and gossiping behind people's backs. I don't like that. No one understood what I felt for Mary. No one cared until the night she went out walking all alone and never came home. A man with a badge came knocking next morning. Here was I, surrounded by 1,000 fingers, suddenly pointed right at me. So yeah, sometimes when in this situation, in this video, you're the outsider. You've never been, excuse me, never been trusted. They moved there when he was 7, and in the video, he's obviously nowhere near 7, so he'd been there a long time for people to still not trust him. But whatever. Uh, yeah, whenever there's something that happens, the fingers are going to point at you. Uh, I had when I was working in a high school, and one of the students who was not very well behaved, the classroom I was working in, a lot of the students were not too well behaved, but this one had gotten into trouble many times. So whenever something happened, fingers were pointing right at him. And there was an incident, something happened. He was being accused right away. Everyone was 100% sure it had to be this kid. And but I knew it wasn't because he was in my classroom and I never left the room and he never left the room, so it was totally impossible. That was the only thing that got him off. Otherwise, I'm sure uh, he would have had to pay some form of penalty for it because I don't think that there would be any other way of proving that he didn't do it. And so, I don't know if he learned his lesson or not because I don't know what happened to him in the years following. I was only there for I think 2 years, and this was the last year, and then I began tutoring. But hopefully he learned his lesson. We did talk about it. When you get a reputation, whether deserved or undeserved, then the fingers will point at you right away. I have to stop going off on these tangents. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. I don't know what he's going to do. Take a canoe down the river, but I think about my life gone by, how it's done me wrong. There's no escape for me this time. All of my rescues are gone, long gone. So the person who understood him and, um, you know, is gone. She's dead. They found her. And there's nothing else left for him there. I'm assuming his mother must be gone. I swear I left her by the river. Oh, I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. Very good. Fairly straightforward lyrics. Shouldn't have taken me so long because I just talk too much when I get off on tangents and rants and all that sort of thing. So I will be quiet now. Very good. Good lyrics. A good story. It's a familiar story now. This was done quite a while ago, so we've seen similar stories before in movies and books and things. But it's a good story, well told, and the video was well done also. Um, yeah, not too sure whether I agree with his barber job, but I guess it looked okay afterwards. But yeah, very good. Let me know what else you'd like to hear from Richard Marx or anyone else. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Don't forget to subscribe. Keep listening. Keep having fun. Until next time, bye bye for now.